What's going on, guys? Today in this video I want to speak about 3 important elements that you need to consider when running your online fitness business. Now the first element that I want to speak about is your product. So many of you are uber aware of the online personal training space, but you don't actually know what you are trying to deliver, what you're selling, and how you can make that clear to the marketplace. Now, having a product is really important, because what this is going to do is allow people to understand fully what you are offering. You need to consider who you're going to serve, what the problem is that you're trying to solve, and what the results look like for the individual that's going to come and use your service. You have to remember that by doing this makes your result really repeatable. And if you're doing this on a consistent basis, what this is going to do is make you referable. Now, you must remember that your referrals are probably the most powerful marketing tool that you can use. You want to get people in, you want to work with them, you want to produce a result that is uber repeatable so that they can then refer you the next person. This is a key in the growth of your online fitness business. Now, in your gym, you might be a big voice in a small community. You're the power within that gymnasium. However, in the online space, you will be a small fish in a massive pond. Yes, your reach for individuals to work with you is wide, but there needs to be a way in which you can get your voice recognized. By having a product that is repeatable, referable, and you're producing a result for a specific niche, you are starting to grow your authority in the marketplace. You need to consider this first element of running your fitness business online, the product. Number 2 is the deliverables. Now, obviously, if you understand who you're working with, what you're trying to solve, and the result that you're trying to push repeatedly, then it's quite easy to understand how your program may look to solve this. But something that people don't look into is the vehicle in which they're going to use so that they can deliver their online product. So many people still use things like Google Sheets because there's live tracking, but what you have to understand in a marketplace that is starting to get saturated, things that make your service look better are going to also help you stand out. There are quite a few apps now on the market. You can do your research and find the one that is best for you. Are you coaching one-to-one? Will you be coaching one-to-many? Is it in a group format? How are you going to be doing this within the realms of the app that you'll be using so that you can get your fitness program across and get the results you're looking for in order for you to scale this repeatable fitness business? Now, another thing that a lot of you won't be considering is the importance of onboarding, delivering the service, and offboarding. Now, it's all well and good getting leads in the door, but if you don't have a process that's systematic each and every time that you sign someone up, then you're going to be scrambling, giving yourself a lot of admin work. You can create automations, processes, systems for you to be nice and efficient so that the onboarding process doesn't take up hours in your week. It should be very clean and help you do things very quickly. The same can be said for your program. Now, of course, we want to be bespoke, and you should be. However, there are ways in which you can create templates where you can sift and shift lots of different bespoke elements into a flagship program so that when you are onboarding a customer, it doesn't take you 3-4 hours, it can take you 10 minutes. This is efficiency, and this doesn't make you a bad coach. This makes you a good business owner. And lastly, the offboarding. Now, as owners, we don't want people to leave, but the nature is people will do. So what are you doing for your offboarding process to try and keep people onto lower end products, or at least give you a review so that you can use for the next generation of client that is coming through your door? And lastly, lead generation. Number 3 is lead gen. A business without lead generation is not a business, in my opinion. It is important that you are doing your marketing. It's important that you're doing your outreach, and this will allow you to have an influx of new people within the door of your online training program. So many coaches will have knee-jerk reactions to their marketing rather than actually having a structured system in place so that they can fill their online training business. It's important that you sit down, optimize what you're trying to do with regards to a system, and you don't just do it when the books are empty. I see this time and time again. It tends to be done when the books are empty, and then it's rash. It works for a bit, you then get some clients in the door and you stop because you're not efficient with your deliverables. You get complacent. It should be something that is year-long round, and then you can use different elements to scale your online fitness business. The other thing to note is, in a physical sense, the traditional realms of personal training, one of the things that we were always taught was to get around the gym floor, speak to as many people as possible, add value, help them, and people will come back to you, and then you can sell your services as you go forward. This is the same in the online space. So if you're using social media, then it's important you're getting around people who are your demographic, interacting with people via comments, direct messages, and giving lots of value in your content. You have to understand the numbers. How many people do you need to reach? How many people do you need to have conversations with? How many of those transfer into direct messages? From there, how many are you booking in for sales calls? And then how many of those direct messages are you then converting into paying customers? It's really important that you grasp these numbers, because this will help you with your lead generation and strategy again. The tip here is, amongst the three, be efficient, have systems and processes in place, and no doubt you will grow your fitness business. I hope this video helps.